So another thing that's on my mind that's on the list this year is whole genome synthesis. Some of us may remember early in the pandemic, if you were poring over everything that came out in the news like I was, scientists in China uploaded the virus's genetic sequence, or the map that describes what it does biologically, to gene databases. And then a Swiss group synthesized that entire genome and produced a live virus from it in their labs. So that means they didn't have to wait for biological samples to be made available to them. Those samples didn't have to be transported in any way. They were able to say, here's the programming for this virus. And then the Swiss folks were able to say, take that programming and make it work in their labs, so that they could then figure out ways to develop therapies against it or vaccines. And that helped all the rest of us learn about the virus. Now, this is an extension of a field that's called synthetic biology. Synthetic because we make it. It's something we're synthesizing, where researchers use software to design gene sequences that can then be put into microbes, like the little bugs that live in all of us, and reprogram them. And eventually, we're going to be turning these microbes into factories that can produce medicines for us. You're going to maybe bring up a Frankenstein concern.
I am. Yes, I actually am. Because what you've said is in the case of COVID-19, the data to build the virus was sent to a laboratory in Switzerland where the virus was then created. Doesn't this open up the risk that a virus could be created on a computer, sent to another part of the world and released as some kind of weapon? Is that actually theoretically possible?
You're pointing to a broader issue, which is that all of science and technology provide humans with tools. And it's up to us in society to decide how we want to use those tools. So the concerns, Robin, that you're rightly raising have already been, understood and are considered by those who are working on, whole genome synthesis and synthetic biology, and they're setting down the very kinds of guidelines that will prevent the kind of behaviors that you're describing. And you're right to raise it.